Om Mahaganapataye Namaha. In this video, I'm going to talk about a very important concept for manifestation that will help you streamline your manifestations. The concept is that of cause and effect, and that you have to develop an effectual consciousness. And now I'm going to give you an analogy that will help explain this and help you understand what I mean. If you want a mango fruit, which represents here, the mango fruit represents the desire or the manifestation that you want. You plant a seed and you nurture that seed, but you don't build the tree. You plant the seed and the seed grows. It puts down the roots, it grows the trunk, it grows the branches, it grows the leaves take in the sunlight, it feeds the tree, the roots absorb water and nutrients, and eventually all this culminates in producing the fruit, which you simply reap the reward of. So here the tree represents the how-to, or how it happens. This is the cause, if you will. Rather than putting your attention on the cause, you don't have to do that. You keep your focus on the effect. Now, on a more practical level, why you're doing this is because, in general, the mind is very limited in its concepts. What I mean by that is, if you want, say, a Mercedes-Benz, if you want to manifest a Mercedes-Benz, you don't need to worry about where it comes from, because it can come from anywhere. A relative could pass. There's been stories of this, and Dr. Ply has shared these before, where he used to teach a course about how to manifest a Mercedes-Benz. People were reporting all kinds of stories about how their relative would pass and all of a sudden they would get a random phone call or message or communication that they would have a Mercedes-Benz. Or you could win one in a lottery, or somehow you get a check or a settlement that is the exact amount of money for Mercedes-Benz. See, our mind will eventually gravitate to things like what we've been conditioned to, which is, oh, I have to get another job, or I have to work harder, or I have to do all these different things. In general, it's going to provide a very limited conceptual framework of how that Mercedes-Benz can come into your life. Now, in a more scientific understanding of this, we have to look at, again, particle physics. Particle physics says that the observer and the observed are one and the same, that the mind is the architect, or the architect of the outside world. So if you want a Mercedes-Benz on the outside, you have to build that in the inside, but that manifestation is not dependent upon the how. You simply hold on to whatever it is you want, and it will find its way into your life. Particle physics says that our reality, prior to the particle, which is the mass, or the material, or the matter, is a wave of unlimited potential that is non-local, which means it is simultaneously existent everywhere, which means we literally live in an ocean, if you will, of potential. And when a conscious observer observes that potential through their mind, they collapse it into what we call as particles and matter. Another way of looking at this is you have the individual mind and you have the collective mind. We live our world around us. This is both the individual and the collective mind. What happens is, when you change your individual mind, you will change where you are existing, your location, the people you are interacting with, a different aspect, or you are aligning with an aspect of the collective mind. So this is why in a past video I mentioned about when you move, it's not that you're moving per se. What you are doing is something is shifted inside of your mind, and the move is a byproduct or an effect of that shift. So you see where I'm going with this. The effect is everything. It's not about how the logistics to move and all the other things that go up and along with the moving process. It's about focusing on maybe where you want to live. And then opportunities come. But are the opportunities come? There is this, while there is illusion of attraction, what is happening is reality, you are aligning yourself with a different aspect of the collective mind. So it appears that people or objects or opportunities are coming into your life. But all that's happening is you are aligning yourself with them. They are already there. Whether or not you are able to see them is another matter. Whether or not they are becoming prominent in your life is another matter. So in summary, the main message of this video that I wanted to pass along, which I have personally found is a simple orientation. It is a simple shift, no doubt. Maybe seem very insignificant, but I can tell you for sure it makes a world of a difference to focus on the effect, not on the cause. Because what happens is, through the negativity and the limitation of the mind, you will end up confining the manifestation you want, limiting that manifestation, or in some cases, and in many cases, you will limit it out of existence to the point where it will never happen because you have put some sort of limitation on it that, although you may not be aware of it, would make it impossible for you to get that manifestation. Because it may not be right for you, or it may not be aligned with your particular karma, or for a variety of reasons that don't really matter. So focus on the effect, not on the cause. To take this one step further, to supercharge or empower your consciousness so that you are able to manifest more powerfully. Why are the yogis, or why are other people, somehow some of these people are able to manifest very quickly. They'll pick up a mantra, for example, and then all of a sudden they'll get the results in a month or a couple of weeks. You have to empower your consciousness with the intelligence of manifestation. And I highly recommend you use the mantra Shreem Brzee. What you do is you bring your mind to Shreem Brzee and you hold on to what it is you want to create. You hold on to the effects. You don't worry about how they're going to come. That's not your business. You focus on Shreem Brzee. Shreem Brzee is an archetypal intelligence that represents an aspect of your unconscious. In short, it is part of you. It is not conscious part of you, but it is there within you. And by using that mantra, what you are doing is establishing a connection between your conscious reality and your unconscious mind. The intelligence of Shreem Brzee is that of manifestation, particularly of fulfillment, manifestation of wealth in all its forms, not just money, but fulfillment. By being fulfilled on the inside, naturally, if you understand particle physics, you manifest fulfillment on the outside. So even just by using the sound without holding on to any concepts, you'll still bring things, or you'll align with things that will bring you fulfillment. But if you want to manifest something in particular, you empower your consciousness with this mantra Shreem Brzee, and you hold on to these concepts. And I highly recommend you write out what it is. What is your next goal that you want to manifest? Make it something practical, make it something short-term. It's okay to have long-term goals, and you should have those, something that you are working towards, something that is orienting your decisions and your mind. Because as Dr. Ply says, and as particle physics has demonstrated, your consciousness is everything. And your mind is everything. You have to be very careful on how you use your mind. So the way your mind is oriented, moment by moment, you are creating your future. So orient your mind to what you want to create, be very clear, and use the mantra or sound waves, what they call as strings in string theory and particle physics. They say that sound waves are behind what we call as our material reality, or the reality of our five senses, and even beyond that. So use Shreem Brzee, focus on what you want, and hold on to that effect, and don't worry yourself with the cause. I hope this video brings some concepts into your mind that help you get results and enjoy the desires that you want to fulfill. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them underneath this video. And if you'd like to be notified for future videos, please click subscribe and the bell notification button. God bless.